Hi everyone, this is Raul Evioha. I'm an immigration attorney based in Houston, Texas, but I actually travel quite a lot. I'm currently at the airport waiting on my flight, just in case you want to get a glimpse. Okay, so I thought that while I wait for my flight, I could just do a quick video about something that has been coming up quite a lot in my practice, and that is people who lie during non-immigrant visa interviews about being married when they really are not married, or having kids when they really do not have kids. So, you know, one of the most important elements of being approved for a non-immigrant visa, like a visiting visa or B visa, a temporary stay visa, basically, is that you have strong ties to your home country. A lot of times, people equate this to you can, having being married, having kids who are in your home country, having parents who are in your home country, having money, investments, property. These are all examples of ways you can prove that you have strong ties. But what people do that end up being a huge deal later on is saying that they have a spouse when they don't have a spouse, because they think that this is going to help them get the visa. So sometimes it might help you, but I just don't, it's not worth it at the end of the day, because if you're trying to immigrate long term, there are things that you're going to have to go back and prove that marriage was dissolved in one way or the other. So some people come to me afterwards trying to, maybe they came in with a B visa, they overstayed, they got married to a U.S. citizen. Now they're trying to adjust their status, and they forget often that they told the embassy that they were married, and then they don't include that in their immigrant visa, and then the embassy says, well, what happened to the first wife or the first husband? And there's no such wife or husband, so you could either have to get a fraudulent death certificate or get a fraudulent divorce certificate, which they can verify, and then they come back and say, well, that's fraudulent. So then you dug yourself into a big hole. And when I ask clients, why did you do this? A lot of times they tell me, well, the visa agency I used did it, and I just didn't know until I got there. Or they say, the visa agency told me that it was the best way for me, the best chance that I had to get a visa. So I said, well, did you get the visa? And, a good number of them do, but a good number of them don't. So a lot of times I have these clients who are trying to cross that process because they're still stuck in their home country, and they're trying now. They have a legitimate way, a legitimate means, a legitimate right to immigrate to the U.S., and they can't because they have that issue. Now, it's not the end of the world. If it's handled properly, you can request a waiver, a 601 waiver, which is a waiver of misrepresentation. But it costs so much money. Just the filing fee alone is $930 for a waiver. And the lawyer fees, I can tell you at least, you don't know my fees? Okay, we can skip that, but I can tell you it's at least a few $1,000s, because it's a lot of money and a lot of work, and it's a lot at stake, and so, there's a lot of time that's put into it. So it's going to cost you more in the long run. Now, let me tell you a specific, issue that I came across recently. So I have a client, who's trying to bring her husband from Cameroon. Now, in 10 years ago, when he went to a visa interview, he said that he was married, and he isn't married. So when it was time to apply for the I-130, he said that he hadn't been married once, which is the truth. And but then they said, well, you said you married before your current wife, so you've been married twice, right? And he decided to come clean. Now, in order to qualify for a waiver, you need an approved I-130. That's what gives you the ticket to apply for a waiver. Now, they wouldn't even approve the I-130 because this misrepresentation is based on the marriage. So they wouldn't even approve his current marriage unless he proved that he dissolved the previous marriage. But how do you dissolve a previous marriage that never existed unless you use a fraudulent document? So it's really a haze, and it's something that we're trying to dig ourselves out of right now. But I can tell you that at the end of the day, him and his wife have been separated now for 3 years because they're fighting this. Before, just hired me, and so we're doing our best to get this resolved. But I will tell you, I would warn you, tell your friends, stop lying at visa interviews. Stop lying about being married, stop lying about having kids that you don't have. Um, Stop using false names because it just doesn't help. It's just not worth it in the end. Tell the truth, present your evidence, show that you're going to return to your home country and get the visa the right way. At the end of the day, it's just not worth it. I hope that I've been able to give you some sort of knowledge today that will help you as you prepare for your next visa interview, and you tell your family, tell your friends. It's not the end of the world, though. If you have lied and you have misrepresented the facts to the visa an embassy or consulate, talk to a lawyer. You may be able to qualify for a waiver. If we prove the elements, I've been able to get people out of it, but it's just understand that it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run. So, hope I've been able to help you. I'm still waiting for my flight. I don't know. let's hope that it's not delayed too long. All the best. Here's another glimpse of the airport. All these people. All right, until next time, my name is Raul Ubioha. I'm the principal attorney at Raul Ubioha Law, and even though my head office is in Houston, Texas, I do travel to be there for my clients. So call us today, 832-569-1110. Follow our Instagram page. All right, talk to you later. Bye.